multidisciplinary institution in the district of Moneague in St. Anne, with satellite campuses in Galena in St. Mary and Linstead in St. Catherine. We offer programs through the Teachers Colleges of Jamaica, TCJ, the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, CCCJ, and various other programs through franchise agreements, notably the Micro University College, the University of Technology, Caribbean Maritime University, and the Jamaica Theological Seminary. Additionally, we offer programs through the Center of Occupational Studies, Ministry of Education, CAPE, CSEC, and the Steps to Work program through the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. Today, we present graduates of the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica programs, the Center of Occupational Studies, COS, and the Career Advancement Program, CAP. I am Jacqueline Thames, Vice Principal of Student and Administrative Affairs, and on behalf of the Board of Management, principal, staff, and students of the Moneague College, welcome to the presentation ceremony for graduates of the institution for the year 2021. Pleasant viewing. The opening prayer will be done by our Vice Chairman of the Board of Management, Reverend I. Michael Llewellyn.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather today now in your presence, giving you praise and thanks for your many blessings to us as a college, a community of faith, and a people. We praise you, Lord God, for keeping and preserving us throughout the difficulties we have had to face, and giving us the assurance by your presence that all will be well. Today we ask for strength, wisdom, insight, and guidance for those who will be leaving the hallowed walls of this institution, the Moneague College, as they seek to continue on their journey of life and chart their course in their life to come. Grant, O Lord God, peace to these graduating students, especially as they journey in these uncharted waters. Pour, we pray, your Spirit upon them as they seek to discern your will in their lives. Bless and guide and empower the class as they go forth to be the people that you have called them to be. Sustain and keep them true and faithful in all their endeavors and pursuits to make Jamaica a brighter, more peaceful, and safer place for all to live and dwell. And so today, Lord God, we place ourselves again in your safekeeping and pray that this function today will help to illuminate the path of those who shall leave our college. Hear us now, we pray, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Our Chairman of the Board of Management, Mrs. Alun Dombe Asamba, will bring the official welcome for this graduation ceremony.
Good afternoon. It is my very, very great pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. And I would just like to acknowledge our chair, Ms. Jacqueline Thames, the Vice Principal of Student and Administrative Affairs, our guest speaker, Mr. Donovan Reed, National Commercial Bank Branch Manager of the Ocherius Branch in St. Anne, Reverend Michael Llewellyn, the Vice Chairman of the Board of Management, Dr. Powell Wilson, Director of the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica, Ms. Carleen Sigree, Regional Director, Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for Region 3. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our principal, Mr. Howard Isaacs, and the Vice Principal, Dr. Andre Grant, who is acting Vice Principal of Academics. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are having the graduation for the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica for the students who have been here at the Moneague College over the past 2 years or over the past 3 years, completing their associate degree or their degree program. We are very happy that you all have reached this stage in your academic development. We know that these last 2 years have not been easy. We have had to deal with a global pandemic, and we have had to make sure that learning continued during this period. I am very happy that you have all come through and that you are now able to move on with your life in whatever spheres you will go. It has been our pleasure to have you here at the Moneague College, where we say uniting and collaborating for growth and sustainability. So, ladies and gentlemen, our graduates, we hope that you grew over this period here at the Moneague College and that you have learned enough to ensure that your lives going forward will be sustainable. I hope that you have a wonderful experience here this evening, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
The following persons will bring greetings. Miss Carleen Sigree, Regional Director, Ministry of Education, Region 3. Dr. Donna Powell Wilson, Executive Director, the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Kindly allow me to utilize the protocols already observed. On behalf of Chairman of Council, Dr. Orville Beckford, Council members, and the Secretariat's team, congratulations to you graduates. The new year, 2022, has certainly ushered in a significant new beginning for you, the graduating class of the Moneague College. This, especially since learning over the past months were unprecedented, requiring study in ways previously unknown. For more than one academic year, most of you attended classes in a Zoom or WhatsApp space, as only some, just some, were given opportunity to attend classes face-to-face, with the inconvenience of the ever-present mask. Being among the first set of students in the history of the Council of Community Colleges of Jamaica to undertake final assessments online made your learning experience even more novel. Despite all challenges, however, each student has successfully completed his or her program of study, demonstrating great strength in overcoming adversity. How rewarding it must be now to participate in this your graduation exercise. As your theme suggests, Moneague has been uniting and collaborating with you for your growth and sustainability. College life has been preparing you for the world of work. Lessons learned will help to provide sustenance for years to come. It is truly a source of pleasure for me to greet both graduates and institution on this wonderful occasion. Congratulations to you. Thank you.
Madame Master of Ceremonies, Miss Jacqueline Thames, Vice Principal for Student and Administrative Affairs at the Moneague College. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and Youth, and by extension the Region 3 team, I wish to greet wholeheartedly the distinguished members of the Board of Management. Let me also greet Dr. Donna Powell Wilson, Executive Director of the CCCJ, Mr. Howard Isaacs, Principal of the Moneague College, Mr. Donovan Reed, guest speaker for this afternoon's event. Special greetings to the members of faculty, the administrative team, support staff members, parents, support groups, and above all, our esteemed graduates. It is my honor and privilege to extend heartiest congratulations to the graduating class of the 2021 CCCJ cohort as you celebrate under the theme Moneague College, Uniting and Collaborating for Growth and Sustainability. I further wish to congratulate you on the successful completion of your program of study and wish for you to identify with the last part of this theme, collaborating for growth and sustainability. Today, your graduation is personal to me as it represents hope. In this time in Jamaica and the world, where so many persons have expressed a sense of hopelessness, desolation, and even depression, it is quite hopeful and encouraging to see that you crossed the finish line regardless of the myriad of challenges, obstacles, and issues that came along the way, to include loss of life, especially in light of the pandemic. The hope that I speak of today is rich with emotion and deep with positive outcomes. This hope is supported by American psychologist Richard Snyder. His hope theory, where he posits that hope consists of both cognitive elements and affective elements. These are further categorized to include goals, pathways, and freedom of choice. According to him, there are at least 3 components that supports hope: having focused thoughts, developing strategies to advance to achieve your goals, being motivated to make the effort required to actually reach these goals. I can fully relate to this theory of hope, and it is the one word that came to mind as I reflected on your journey in preparation for my brief remarks. Your achievement today is monumental. It shows willpower, determination, and self-will. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates all, you represent our future, the future of Jamaica, my future. So this investment is one that we hope to see big returns on, as you are our best hope for a better and a developed Jamaica. Let me use this brief opportunity to advise you that as you focus on being hopeful, that you will also think through the additional pathways to success. Moneague College, CCCJ, would have provided you many opportunities. So despite the completion of a particular program of study, it doesn't prevent you from venturing out into new frontiers. You have the ability to generate and respawn along different pathways from the present to the desired future. Based on the experiences, skill sets, and exposure you have gained at the Moneague College, you are now equipped with the cognitive ability to plan multiple routes towards your success. This is about the cognitive ability to produce a pathway that leads to a thought-through goal. Graduates, you also have within you what I like to refer to as agency. And Snyder alludes to it as your level of intention, belief, positive motivation, confidence, and your ability to actually follow through on the different pathways to the desired future. It is you activating and executing your agency in the area that you are trained in, and as you make the efforts required to cross and take on different pathways. This is about you using your effective abilities. Let me push you over the brink, take you out on the edge, and shove you off, knowing with full confidence that you have the requisite parachute that will help you land sure-footedly in a job function that suits your training and your knowledge base. But now that you are pushed, shoved out there in the hotel industry, social work, and corporate Jamaica, you must maintain your relevance by continuing to do active research so that you can learn of and emulate better and good practices in your select field of study or work. Let me encourage you to always represent yourselves at a high level so that the distinguished name of the Moneague College remains formidable and unconquerable. Challenge yourselves, students, graduates, to be masters at what you do. I share with you these 3 tips. 1, practice good and appropriate customer service. Whether you're in the hotel lobby or wherever you work, don't just be polite, but find appropriate and useful answers to questions and requests that clients require from you each day. So you have to make them want to come every day based on your excellent and appealing customer and client care. Secondly, I wish to remind you of the importance of turnaround time. This too ties with customer service, but it is time bound. Many of the questions or requests that clients will have for you will be time bound. You must make every effort to arm yourselves with accurate and appropriate information so that you can respond in real time. Third, always have good manners on the job. Don't spend time on social media, and always respond to the requests of your supervisors and peers, whether by email, WhatsApp messages, telephone calls. After all, it's only good manners to respond. Clients appreciate when a call is returned to say that you're still working through the processes to arrive at the appropriate response for them. Go make a difference. So finally, let me further challenge you to go forward, making a difference in the various fields of industry or study. Ensure that you remain outstanding by using your gifts of knowledge that you gained here from your programs of study and your understanding of the concepts in tourism and hospitality, business, social work, entrepreneurship, and industrial and technical arts. Use your humility to unlock your full potential, to reveal your personal success nuggets as you unite and collaborate for growth and development. I wish also to extend heartiest commendations to your parents and family members and your support groups who stuck with you to the end. Now go on and be good, soar high, knowing that you received the opportunities for success through a customized teaching approach here at the Moneague College. So the rest is now up to you. Always remember that excellence in itself is not a skill, but a way of life. God bless you all.
We now welcome our principal, Mr. Howard Isaacs, as he brings us his reflection for the academic year 2020 to 2021.
Ambassador Alun Adombe Asamba, Chairman of the Board of Management and other members of the board, our keynote speaker, Mr. Don Reed, faculty, staff, parents, well-wishers, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2021. Good afternoon. Today, the Moneague College family celebrates with the students who have done the work and met the qualifications to graduate from the college with their bachelor's, associate, and certificates in several disciplines. Congratulations, class of 2021. You have done it. Today's graduation is a celebration of your achievement. The onslaught of COVID-19 has significantly rearranged our outlook of life and our daily operations. This year's graduation is of great significance for several reasons, especially for the changes and the challenges occasioned by COVID-19. Earlier this morning, I was a part of a session in which the speaker said we should be saying we are overcoming COVID, not just going through COVID. It is not an easy task for us to celebrate in an environment as what we face now. However, despite these conditions, we are still able to celebrate with you students because guess what? You have done it, and you have done it well. Our resilience was tested collectively and as individuals. However, this occasion provides opportunities for us to put our creative abilities, problem-solving and collaborative skills on show. And here we are celebrating the outcome of our endeavors of another fully virtual graduation. As I have stated in the past, the hallmark of an effective institution is its willingness to adopt new strategies and thus remain responsive and relevant. This virus, COVID-19, has required us to be responsive, innovative, and it has changed significantly the mindset of our students, faculty, and staff. More importantly, we had to make sacrifices as we maintained our mantra of ensuring that our college remains a dynamic, resourceful, and engaging institution. In the midst of our challenges, the college was still able to obtain certification from the Jamaica Tertiary Education Commission, a phenomenal feat in light of the circumstances that we face. We are still able to complete our 5-year strategic plan. We were able to develop and begin the process of executing a new program in agro-processing. And in all of this, we continued our engagement with our partners and our overseas universities and funding agencies. Ladies and gentlemen, our strategic plan will dictate the operations of our college for the next 5 years. The plan will seek to apply creative, innovative, and entrepreneurial thinking to meet the evolving needs of students and stakeholders alike. It will foster the development of intangible skills in students while developing leading-edge programs to meet the needs of emerging and existing industry sectors. In our Teachers College of Jamaica program, 22 students from the class of 72 graduated with first-class honors, while from our Jamaica Theological Seminary social work program, 20 students of the class of 31 graduated with honors. Today's graduation is a continuation of our student successes with our CCCJ programs in tourism, hospitality, business studies, environmental studies, psychology, social work, and criminal justice. The same trend is seen where many of our students are graduating with honors and credit degrees. Special mention must be made of our students graduating with their Center of Occupational Studies degrees in business and restaurant operations. My brothers and my sisters, this is a further testament of our college's diversity and response to the society's needs. Commendations are in order for the faculty and staff who went beyond the call of duty to ensure the successful execution of these activities and more. My colleagues, members of faculty, staff, you have done a splendid job. We are proud of your effort, and we will continue to work with you as we make our college a college of choice. Graduates, today we celebrate with you on the achievement of your academic pursuits. It is a day that many of you have dreamed, and you should be thankful that it is here. This graduation exercise marks one of the most important milestones of your life. You could have chosen not to pursue your college education, but the fact that you made the decision, stayed the course, and completed your training speaks volumes of your resilience. I am delighted by the opportunity we have to celebrate this great achievement with you. Once more, congratulations. We are proud of you. The receipt of your certification is an indication that you have joined an elite cadre of persons who have had the Moneague College experience. Like those who have gone before, you will have a mixture of memories about your time at college, especially in COVID. It has been so much a challenge. Some of these memories will be pleasant. Others will not be so pleasant. But the important thing to remember is your achievement of this milestone. This feat symbolizes your ability to perform and succeed in a competitive and very rigorous learning environment. Remember, my graduating class, that your degree or your certificate is not only what matters, but also how you apply the information you have gleaned. As graduates, you are expected to be innovative, dynamic, and caring to the people and communities in which you will work and serve. Your interaction with those whom you will serve must always be positive. It is important to note that life is not about warming yourself by the fire, but about building the fire. There's a Chinese proverb that I often use when I speak to students, and it says, and I quote, "If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody." End of quote. Your achievement today is a reflection of the support and assistance given to you by your parents, spouses, families, and friends. I am sure that you made them proud and satisfied that the sacrifice they made was worthwhile. Often we are tempted to overlook the contribution of these individuals to your success. Take time out to applaud them. Recognize the efforts made by the faculty and the staff of your college, who oftentimes went beyond the call of duty to ensure your accomplishment and comfort. As I have communicated in many graduations over the years, to reach this milepost, you were bombarded by many challenges. I am sure that many of you thought of giving up, especially because of COVID. However, you were able to successfully overcome your mental, social, financial, and physical challenges during your years of study. As graduates, you will enforce Jamaica, the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. God bless you. May His mercies and His blessings ever be yours. Congratulations.
I now invite Mrs. Budia Thompson Miller, graduate of the St. Mary campus of the Moneague College, to introduce our guest speaker.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed as I greet you warmly. I am indeed elated to be a part of this momentous occasion, Graduation 2021. I am honored to be tasked with the responsibility of introducing our very multi-talented guest speaker who has mastered his craft very well. He is a recording artist, musician, songwriter, comedian, actor, and bank manager. He was born in Kingston and raised in St. Anne, Jamaica by a total stranger to whom he was given away to by his biological mother at the age of 2. Through hard work and sheer desire to break out of his impoverished situation, he ascended through the ranks to the position of bank manager at Jamaica's largest bank, the National Commercial Bank, in short, NCB, where he has been since 16 years old, right after leaving high school. He had great passion for the arts, and from an early age, singing and DJing at church and school functions, starring in major productions, and writing his own songs in a songbook he kept. Through hard work and sheer desire to break out of his impoverished situation, he ascended through the ranks to the position of bank manager at Jamaica's largest bank, the National Commercial Bank, in short, NCB, where he has been since 16 years old, right after leaving high school. He had great passion for the arts from a very early age, singing and DJing at church and school functions, starring in major productions, and writing his own songs in a songbook that he kept. Even though he had his career in banking, a career people would consider as the job, he never felt fulfilled. So, throughout his career, his love for the art remained close to his heart, and with the emergence of social media, he was able to showcase his craft and started blogging and publishing his amateur musical recordings online, which piqued the interest of social media users, creating a host of local fans and followers. In August 2018, he was hospitalized, and immediately after being released, penned a song titled Hospital Food, a hilarious recount of his hospital experience, which launched his career as a professional recording artist. The single, which was produced by highly acclaimed veteran producer Donnie Brown, received much traction in the media, and before long, he was performing on the island's major television and radio station and on road shows. He again teamed up with Donnie Brown to produce a follow-up single, Courts, which is a prodigy of toast done by Grammy-winning artist Coffee. This single received even greater response, earning him bookings for major local calendar events such as the Jamaica International Kite Festival, Powerful Men and Women in Concert, and Relay for Life. In 2019, he released over 5 additional new singles: Boss Big, Rebel Salute, Hold Your Position, and Jamaica and Christmas Time. He then went on a media promotional tour of New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, and South Florida, which was arranged by New York-based Dave Rodney and Anthony Turner of Images LLC, and which featured interviews and performances on major media platforms, including iRajam Radio and Cool 97 FM New York, with Francine Chin of VP Records. His triumphant story of overcoming poverty, having grown up as an orphan and being on his own since age 17, is the essence of one of his singles titled I Know Who I Am, which was released in January 2020, along with a short film shot on the location in his childhood town of Claremont, St. Anne. The single and short film shares a very powerful and captivating story of the struggles he endured during his childhood and his resilience and determination in overcoming them to become the successful career banker he is today and the emerging star. The single and short film shares his very powerful and captivating story of the struggles he endured during his childhood and his resilience and determination in overcoming them to become the successful career banker he is today and emerging star in the very dynamic music industry. And all graduates here today can say because of sheer resilience and dedication, we are here celebrating. Our speaker today strongly believes that his setbacks and triumphs were designed to enable him to fulfill his divine purpose of inspiring millions of people over the globe who have or those who are facing similar experiences. He is a part of the John Music Group, who are his exclusive management and booking agents, with the caliber of well-established artists such as Bugle, Tanya Stevens, Jamil, Shane E. In the John camp, he is expecting to break through into major overseas regions such as Europe, Africa, the United Kingdom, and North America. He recently released his debut album with 17 tracks titled Boom Shot on January 9, 2022, which features an exciting infusion of reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, and country and western beats. The consistent theme of the album is hilarious commentary about social issues and is refreshing and delightful deviation from current work in the music industry. Although relatively newcomer to the music industry, he believes that he can deliver just as well as the veterans, and with passion, dedication, and determination, he sure will. His mission is to build a brand that receives the highest recognition possible locally and internationally, and deliver great music with intelligent lyrics and excellent arrangements. Because of his love and enthusiasm for greatness and his drive and dedication for success, he is well suited to be the one to encourage or charge us today, as we have just completed our studies, and for some of us who will be transitioning into our careers. Let us listen keenly and learn from one of the greatest. And so I am honored today to present to you the dynamic, creative Mr. Donovan Reed, aka Don Reed.
A-C-E-G-B-F-D, still don't know my ABC. J-I-K-H-M-L-N-O-V, English language come from at me. Yes now, Spanish town, English class, make no for them a frown. Yes now, you know see Waka down, them a screechy hide Miss Brown. Yes now, scatter round, some under tree, some they a ball ground. Yes now, Coca Brown, report come no for them turn down. English are the worst language, me a try call the word and me liver damage. Exam a come and me head now manage. Look like me brain want come in porridge. Tell me the plural a man is men, so how comes the plural a pan and a pen? Tell me how comes 1 foot 2 feet, but a pair of boot is not pair of beat. How comes after school teacher did talk, but after church preacher never brought? You have east and west, and where you find most not? English language is a big cacophone. Yes now, Spanish town, English class, make no for them a frown. Yes now, you know see Waka down, them a street you hide Miss Brown. Yes now, scatter round, some under tree, some they a ball ground. Yes now, Coca Brown, report come no for them done clown. No word of silent letter, if we not call the letter, what they put it in for? Chop, what you mean? What you meant? So if you mean with money, that mean your money meant. House of a mouse or have a few miles, but more than one house is never too high. One is for that and two is for those, but more than one hat is never too hoes. Speak of the brothers, we speak of the brethren. Speak of the mothers, we not speak of the medrin. Love your father, you call him pops. You want to feel the fur, try call your mother mops. Yes now, Spanish town, English class, make no for them a frown. Yes now, you not see water down. They must reach your height, Miss Brown. Yes now, scatter around. Some on that tree, someday a ball ground. Yes now, poker brown. Report come now for them turn crown. Opposite of Siena is insane, but the opposite of Viena is not in vain. Headache, wicked belly ache of the pain. If you think them they bad, want feel when the pain. Try find phone in the dictionary. Me look on the F, me look on the E, look on the Android, look on the 5G, look on the Apple Samsung, but we never find it. Now to understand the past tense, me must sit down, this now make sense. The past tense I go, them tell me is when. So the past tense I grow, the most great. Yes now, Spanish town, English class, make no for them a frown. Yes now, you know see what I got down. They must reach your height, Miss Brown. Yes now, scatter around. Some on that tree, someday a ball ground. Yes now, poker brown. Report come down for them turn clown. Feed them.
Members of the board of Moneague College, Principal Sir Howard Isaacs, lecturers, staff, parents and guardians, friends and well-wishers, and most importantly, graduates. The song you just heard is from my just-released debut album entitled Boom Shots, and it epitomizes the confusion, difficulties, and failures that are experienced when we as a people operate contrary to the theme of this year's graduation ceremony, uniting and collaborating for growth and sustainability. It is clear that when the English language was being crafted, there was little or no collaboration among the authors, resulting in significant growth and sustainability of high levels of confusion among students of the subject over the years. The consequences of failing to unite and collaborate is vividly expressed in the legendary utterance by President Benjamin Franklin over 2.5 centuries ago at the signing of the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America. At that historical event, which shaped America's future, he declared emphatically, "We must all hang together, or most assuredly, we will hang separately." Most races and ethnicities, Indians, Caucasians, Chinese, etc., having understood the implications of this profound statement, have united and collaborated to positively impact the lives of themselves, their families, communities, and nations. In contrast, we in the black community continue to be mentally shackled by the social and psychological effects of years and decades of slavery, operating individually in isolation, as we seek to declare to society that we have arrived by trying to prove against each other that we are more successful, more superior, more richer, by most times racking up huge debts just to drive the most expensive cars, wear the most expensive clothing and jewelry, and build 10-bedroom mansions on the hillside, even when our family comprises just 3 persons and 1 mongrel dog. You, the next generation, have the perfect opportunity to change this mindset and salvage the fortunes of our people. You must embrace the endless and enormous benefits of uniting as one people, practicing and incorporating this mindset in the way you go about working, doing business every single day, and most importantly, pass this down to the next generation after you. The shelter and protection from the real world that student life provided for you since age 3 is now over. As you launch out to face the harsh realities of the real world, your survival instincts will now be put to the test, and you will have to draw upon everything that you have learned in school over the past 16 years or so. Well, except for Pythagoras' theory, or the theory of relativity, or condensation, or the study of the human anatomy, or Newton's laws of physics. Just imagine, you have been successful in securing a job, and your boss assigns you the important task of calling a key prospective client to try to sell him a new company product or service. Are you going to be like, what? What Newton laws of physics again? No, you better learn the art of communicating, selling, and persuasion if you are going to survive and excel in that job. To be bluntly frank with you, most of the fancy theories that you had to spend many sleepless nights studying so hard to learn to attain even at least a passing grade will be of absolutely little or no use to you in the real world. This is a failure of our existing one approach for all educational system, which is substantially deficient in identifying, honing, and developing natural giftings and talents at an early age to allow students to achieve their fullest potential, self-actualize, and enjoy personal fulfillment in their livelihoods as adults. What the education system needs to incorporate in the curriculum from a very early age is critical life survival skills, such as understanding how money works and the whole issue of money management. A very simple difference between what the rich teach their children and what the not so rich teach theirs. The education system needs to incorporate career pathing and entrepreneurism along the lines of your natural abilities, public speaking, personal image and brand management, and very importantly, the benefits of networking and collaborating for success. When you have some time, Google the list of the world's most successful people, and you will be shocked to learn that an exceptionally substantial percentage of them don't even have a high school diploma, much less a college degree like you do. But what is certain is that they all learned how to hone and develop their natural gifts and abilities and network and collaborate to achieve the massive success that they are today. You may be thinking to yourself, is he saying we wasted our time by going to Moneague College, or high school, or primary school, or infant school? I am saying you very well may have, except for the fact that both our education system and our corporate world of work in its existing form is centered around academics rather than education. But what is the difference between academics and education, you may ask? Not many people understand it. The difference is simple but profound. Education is indispensable to success. Academics is not. In other words, you do not need academic qualification to succeed. What you need is education. Of course, if you can attain both, then you already have a clear advantage. In my own interpretation, academics is the formal approach of studying theories and concepts and demonstrating your understanding and application of them via formal testing with the aim of attaining formal certification. On the other hand, education can be both formal and informal, but mostly informal. It has no shape nor structure, and it occurs every day as long as you're alive. And so, these top successful people in the world, while most of them may not be qualified academically as defined by our educational system, they are extremely educated about their chosen fields of business and, of course, about networking and collaboration. Exactly how do you go about educating yourself about networking and collaboration? At my high school graduation from the esteemed Ferncourt High School in Claremont Center, not so long ago, of course, in the summer of 1991, the only thing I remember from the almost 1 hour speech by the female guest speaker at the ceremony held at the Beechamville Methodist Church in the city of Claremont was when she lowered her voice and in a most somber, almost deathly tone declared, "Some of you will never see each other again." This profound statement, which has proven true to life, has remained with me ever since. As the words when uttered then rudely awakened me to the fact that my network of support and collaboration has suddenly been dismantled and is now non-existent, and I now must launch out into the unknown to forge and develop new networks with which to collaborate if I was going to become anything of worth in my life. What was also proven true to life about that statement is that your network of support and collaboration will not necessarily comprise people who you know and love, including family, friends, and loved ones. In fact, as you launch out into the world, you will come to realize over time that your greatest support will be from absolute strangers, and conversely, your greatest detractors will be friends and family. If you Google "I Know Who I Am" by Don Reed, it will take you to a short film about 12 minutes long about my fascinating life journey from poverty to success. In summary, the film tells how about the age of 2, I was brought by my biological mother from Old Harbor, St. Catherine to Claremont, St. Anne, and given away to a total stranger known as Miss Lou to be raised. God bless her soul. Growing up, I never knew any blood relative. Neither father, neither mother, neither sister, brother, grandpa, not even distant cousins. Up to this day, I have never laid eyes on my father, whom I understand died in 2001. Miss Lou and I lived in a house with 2 rooms and a veranda. That was it. No living room, no bathroom, no kitchen, no running water, no electricity. Although she herself was poor, she raised pigs. She planted crops like coffee, cabbage, peas, corn, and she baked pastries such as drops, coconut biscuit, gizzards, a thing that we used to call cut cake, and sweet potato pudding, and she also operated the cook shop in the Claremont market. Most of my childhood was spent in the market gathering what we call cabbage bush. That's the bush from the cabbage after they peel it off. Put them into a crocus bag and walk in my head barefoot through Claremont up to the house to the pig pen to feed the pigs. Most of my childhood I would have to spend doing chores, chopping up wood, going to bush to look wood for fire, sweeping up the yard with what we call a weed broom. We couldn't afford brooms to buy, right? Beating the coffee beans in a mortar after they have been parched for hours, just beating it to the coffee powder. And that is what, when person see me today, they ask me, "You work out?" No, it's for years of grinding that mortar stick that built the chest that I have today. Right? This was a special childhood for me, and I have absolutely no regrets, as it has helped to shape my character, resilience, capacity for hard work, and desire for massive success. The only regret I have is that when I look back at all Miss Lou did for me, I feel especially saddened and remorseful that she used to bake on Sunday evenings. And on Monday mornings when she awakened, at least half of the potato pudding was already eaten. For a long time we were puzzled about the culprit. It seems we had a very, very big rat problem. I think one with 2 feet. As if her divine purpose to see me pass the worst had been fulfilled, Miss Lou died shortly after I graduated from Ferncourt with 6 O-level subjects, now seasick, and started working with the National Commercial Bank, NCB, straight from Ferncourt High School at 16 years old, 4 feet 6 inches and 73 pounds. Don't worry. Since then, I have more than doubled my age, doubled my weight, and I've at least put on 1 inch on my height. And so, I have been on my own from age 16, without any semblance of my identity, to whom I belong and where I was going. But with the grace of the Almighty, who planted complete strangers along the way with whom I collaborated, I enjoyed frequent and consistent success in my banking career with NCB, where today I am a branch manager for one of their larger branches. And since 2018, I have embarked on a venture of self-actualization by unearthing my God-given talents to write music, sing and DJ, perform, act, and become a professional recording artist. Just recently, on January 9, I released my first album with 17 songs titled Boom Shots. You can find it on all music platforms online. Since the day she gave me away at 2 years old, I never saw my mother again until age 24, when she presented herself and another lady at my workplace and announced to me, "I am your mother and this is your sister. We are going to bury my father," who is incidentally was my grandfather, who also of course I didn't know, along with the lady which she presented. "And we want you to come to the funeral to do the eulogy." Now look at these strangers in front of me. Wanted me to do what? I was at a loss for words. Following that first meeting, I spoke with my mother less than 10 times up to the time of her death in 2015, when she was buried on Mother's Day. Why did I share this very personal and private story about my life with the world? And with you, of course. Most people would be hesitant and even embarrassed for people to know these very humble beginnings about them. I shared it for 2 reasons. Number 1, it is so that you will know that it is not necessarily the people who are blood, family, or friends that will help you to achieve your goal or purpose in life. Your biggest help as you proceed through life will be from complete strangers and from sources you least expect. So don't be disappointed when family and friends abandon you on your journey. Press on towards your life dream with the assurance that everything you need to be successful is already within you. And everyone you need to support and collaborate with you is already planted along the roadway of your journey to success. That was reason number 1. Reason number 2, I shared that very personal story, is so that you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to me. You have to grow my fan base, you know. Give thanks that I did not do the distasteful things that most speakers do, which is ask you to follow their Instagram page, which incidentally mine is the Don Reed Show on Instagram, and Facebook is just Don Reed. But because I'm a man of share class, I won't do that today. As I close, whilst you seek to acquire and develop the critical skills of networking and collaboration, it is very important that you also know with whom you should not be collaborating. There are many influences out there with which you definitely should not be collaborating. And they come in different forms, some subtly and some very overt. I recall in my first year of high school, as I struggled to find my identity, I embraced and collaborated with the wrong company, to the extent that in 8th grade, I ended up in what in those days we called the dunce class. The class was so dunce. 40 of us were in it. I did no exams and came 19th. I think they may have placed us by last name. The principal collaborated with me by giving me an ultimatum that I would be expelled by 9th grade if I did not show any improvement. I then collaborated with my schoolwork. And the summer of 9th grade, I was the top student in every subject in my class. So much so that I earned placement to the sciences in 10th grade, which of course all the brighter minds were concentrated in the school. To the extent that I became a member of the school's challenge team. That's the first time I went on television in those days. Annual science club exhibition in Kingston was a part of the school's first chess team. Captained the school's table tennis team. Graduated as top male student. graduated as one of top 2 students overall, and earned the Most Improved Student Award. Everything you need to succeed is already within you. Everyone you need to support and collaborate with you is already planted along your journey to success. Go forth and claim that which is already ordained for you. Blessings on your journeys.
I want to thank our guest speaker for those words of encouragement. What a powerful life story. Graduates, network and collaborate and develop yourselves, and go forth and claim that which is already ordained for you. Thank you, Mr. Guest Speaker. The Moneague College Choir and Band will sing for us A Million Dreams.
Close my eyes, I can see the world is waiting up for me, that I call my home. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They say that I sound crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we desire. With things from far away, special things I come by from there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. Yeah, they can say we've lost our mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. Run away to a world that we desire. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of
Let me thank the college choir for that lovely rendition. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we are gonna make. Thank you, choir, for that lovely song. And now, the moment that matters more than any, the presentation of our graduates. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Andre Grant, Acting Vice Principal of Academics, to lead the presentation exercise.
Chairman, Ambassador Alun Asamba, Board members in attendance, Principal, Mr. Howard Isaacs, Vice Principal, Student and Administrative Affairs, Miss Jacqueline Thames, graduands, lecturers, well-wishers, family, and friends. It is my distinct pleasure to present the 2021 graduating class from the Moneague College. And now for the presentation of the 2021 graduands. Chairman, the graduates will be presented by the program in the following order: associate degrees, bachelor's degrees, certificates, occupational associate degrees. Chairman, I present the graduates from the Moneague College who have satisfied the requirements for graduation 2021. I will now ask Ms. Claudette Nolan to present the graduates who would have earned an associate degree in the following programs: Computer Servicing and Electronics, Management Information Systems, Business Administration, Hospitality and Tourism Management, Environmental Studies, Criminal Justice, Psychology, and Social Work.
I now present the 2021 graduates for the Associate Degree in Business Administration. Miguel Williams, Maureen Gilzine, Shanice Roberts, the Associates of Science in Environmental Studies, Donai Campbell, the Associates of Science degree in Criminal Justice, Christina Clark, Shauna Shea Lawson, Morgan Morgan, the Associates of Science degree in Psychology, Joseph Atterbury, Jacenka Floresta, Kimberly Mays, the Associates of Science degree in Social Work, Akeem Millen, Akeelia Bryan.
And now for the graduates earning a Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, I will now ask Ms. Erica Dixon to present those students who would have earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Hospitality and Tourism Management.
I now present the 2021 graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Shanice Dixon, Abigail Elliott, Jadeja Grant, Nicola Hibbert, Danielle Martin, Timon Peart, Nerese Ann Pottinger, Tyrone Tennant, Kelly Robertson, Andre Morris.
Mr. Howard McCullough will now present those students from the School of Business who would have earned a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and those from the School of Natural and Applied Sciences who would have earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Studies.
I now present the 2021 graduates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Giovanna Ashman, Clovina Bell, Natalie Bell, Yannick Kramer, Jamel Brown, Romario Bygrave, Kimoni Campbell, Georgianne Curtis, Selena Fraser, Swedian Hamilton, Camila Gordon Taylor, Sashana Lee,
Sarita May Mahedio Gabidon, Budia Thompson Miller,
Lloydisha Mitchell, Nerissa Newland, Delcian Pusey, Lasanya Rodney, Tavia Scarlett,
Anasia Veach,
Ron Waddle, Shillian Walker, Sinina Walters, Monique Williams, Sasha Gay Young,
Anthony Bryan.
I now present the 2021 Bachelor of Science in Environmental Studies. Nicole Bent,
Jillian Miller.
I will now ask Dr. Reconell Simpson to present the students from the Center of Occupational Studies who would have earned an Occupational Associate degree in Restaurant Operations and Business Process Outsourcing. Dr. Simpson will also present those students from the Career Advancement Program who would have completed their program of study, earning a Level 2 certificate from the Hartrust NTA.
I now present the 2021 graduates for the Occupational Associate degree in Business Processing Outsourcing. Kristen Duncan, Miguela Hamilton, Lishari Howard, Tishana Johnson, Vanessa Sims, Sashana Walker,
Raina Walters.
I now present the 2021 graduates for the Occupational Associate degree in Restaurant Operation. Desric Brown, Marika Brown, Mikhail Campbell, Jodian Davis,
Junior Jackson, Janelle McCoy, Chanel Palmer, Tamar Thomas, Zane Walker, Amoy Vassell. I now present the certificate in Career Advancement Program. Danisha Bailey.
I present to you the valedictorian, Mr. Nicoy Bent, graduate and past president of the Guild of Students, who will speak on behalf of the graduating batch.
Chairperson of the graduation exercise, Vice Principal Ms. Jacqueline Thames, guest speaker Mr. Donovan Reed, Branch Manager of the National Commercial Bank, Ocho Rios, Chairman of the Board of Management, Ambassador Alun Asamba, Principal Mr. Howard Isaacs, Acting Vice Principal Dr. Andre Grant, lecturers, other members of staff, students, parents and guardians, and my fellow graduates, a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome one, welcome all. My name is Nicoy Bent, and I will be your tour guide for today. So please, do get comfortable as I take you on a quick trip down memory lane. September 2017 feels like a lifetime ago, when I, just a boy, fresh out of high school, stepped into college. It was fear and anxiety unlike anything I had ever experienced. Fear and anxiety born from leaving my family in the Turks and Caicos Islands and moving back to Jamaica on my own. That fear and anxiety quickly became excitement as I started to meet new friends, and we started helping each other to find ourselves and our place in the institution. We procrastinated a lot, but we soon navigated the first year seamlessly. The transition was better than we thought it would. By the time second year came around, we were well and truly in the college rhythm. Sleep at 4 a.m., wake up at 7 a.m., be tired all day, still don't sleep all night, and repeat. We have spent the greater part of 1, 2, 3, or 4 years in an almost robotic sequence. So all graduates here, I tip my proverbial hat to you because you know you have the skill to do it. Please, hold on as tightly as you possibly can as we take a left turn down what was the sharpest turn of them all. We are indeed the first to travel this road, and boy, rocky is an understatement. Welcome to COVID-19 lane, the lane intended to derail us all. The sharp left came and we all panicked. The road was unlike anything we have ever seen, and we stared down it in fear and trepidation. We all reached for the handbrakes and thought of stopping at some point on this part of the journey. Thank God we didn't, because although we made it here in masks and with hand sanitizer or alcohol kept very close, we made it nonetheless. Our lecturers and the administration played no small part in us keeping our feet on the pedal, even if we eased up just a little bit. The chaos and turmoil we found on this road were only overcome by sheer will and the strength we received from friends, family, and most importantly, ourselves. We were way too close to stop now. Classes were now online, and instead of distractions being the urge to maybe talk to a classmate or stare through an open window, we now had little siblings to take care of, clothes to wash, food to cook, and the whole works. All this on top of school fees, depression, quarantine, social distance, lost sources of income, and other unseen twists and turns. Despite all this, we drove with one hand on our academic wheel and one hand in the house, and focused when it really mattered the most. I began my final year of college as president of the Guild of Students, trying to smoothen the road and tirelessly putting up signs to help the student body navigate the treacherous road ahead. As I doubled as a student and a student leader, I had to keep my feet down on the gas and both hands firmly on the steering wheel. I spent months on the hall with the background of a deserted school campus. Things became very dicey at times. Sometimes I was sending in my coursework the day they were due and meeting deadlines way too close for comfort. Getting students registered for exams and making an effort to study for my own seemed like an impossible task. But with the help of the Guild of Students, administration and faculty, and the expert guidance of Mr. Tushawn Williams and O'Shane Gray, it all worked out in the end. Lecturers, big up on yourself, young man, because I am quite certain that we owe a huge chunk of our success to the determination you showed when all hope seemed lost. I must recognize the members of the administrative and ancillary team that gave the requisite support, calling us to make sure we were registered and informed about what is required to complete our programs, or providing a clean and healthy environment in which we could pursue our studies. Bless you, members of the administrative team, the library team, the examinations, student services, and registry teams, and to the ancillary team, the groundsmen, the cooks, the cleaners. We owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you. My fellow graduates, our memory lanes are all routed differently, as we have all walked truly unique paths, but have all ended at this very same point. This graduation service marks the end of a tumultuous but priceless stint here at the Moneague College. Winston Churchill best describes this moment with the quote, "Now this is not the end, it is not even the beginning of the end, but it is perhaps the end of the beginning." Today, our celebration confers hope and glory to our newborn success as the graduating class of 2021. As our memory lanes lead out of the Moneague College and into the world at large, I wish you all great success and safety for the journey ahead. May God continue to bless you all. Thank you.
This brings to a close the public ceremony for the presentation of graduates of the Moneague College, class of 2021. As you proceed to the next chapter of your life, follow your dreams and curiosity. Be bold and take risks. Don't let the fear of failure stop you. Be kind and enjoy what you do. We welcome you as proud alumni of this noble institution, and we look forward to your service and contribution. Blessings on your journey. We will now close with the college song.
Like an eagle soaring high above the clouds, Moneague College stands without a doubt. She transcends the dreams of all her pilgrims and transforms them to reality. change the course of life in many desert lands, instrumental in achieving all our goals.